Greetings, Inquisitors. How are you all doing today? I hope everybody's doing wonderfully, having a wonderful Saturday, or whatever day it is when you watch this video. Good times, good weather. Coronavirus seems to be cycling down to an end. Seeing some signs of life. The CDC apparently now says that people who've been vaccinated are not necessarily required to wear masks indoors anymore. So who knows? Maybe things are getting back to normal. All right, got a bunch of cool people over here. Aiden, Taylor, CXNNOR. Wow. Not sure how you're supposed to pronounce that name, but hello. All right. Interesting stuff. I'm doing pretty well. I've already been up and about and out this morning and back home and up and down the stairs like 32 times. For anybody with a two-story house, I don't know if you ever have that, where you go downstairs to get something and you get it and you come back upstairs and then you didn't get everything you needed, so you have to go back downstairs again, and then you come back upstairs and then there's something else downstairs. And after about 4 or 5 times up and down the stairs, you're like, man, I'm about done with these stairs. Or maybe that's a function of age rather than stairs. Maybe it's just that I'm getting old and the stairs take more out of me than they used to. Who knows? Don't talk about the virus, you'll get striked by YouTube. Oh, I don't think I said anything controversial. I'm just repeating what the CDC said, so I don't think it's much risk that I'm going to get the video taken down. What do I know? Maybe they will. Who knows? Censorship is at an all-time high these days. I wonder if you can get censored for talking about censorship. That's a interesting quandary. I just watched a video series kind of in the background, had it playing while I was doing other stuff, but something about Into the Storm or something like that. It's all about QAnon and the people that started it and promoted it and who they think was behind it, and interesting conspiracy theories. I don't know if anybody's seen that documentary or not, but I was intrigued by that. Let's see what we got over here. We gotta get ready for a payout at some point. We got this team over here with Moff Gideon in it. It's probably better than our team. Oh boy. That's not a good start. Lost our girl Padme already. Losing everybody. It's a bloodbath. And my damage is cut in half by Moff Gideon. Yikes. Oh! No comeback. No comeback for us. How old was Palpatine? He was in his 60s at the end of the Clone Wars. You know, I don't actually know. I don't know how old Palpatine is supposed to be. You don't need a 2-story house for that. It happens once you get 40. Oh, nice. Or the stairs have been working out in secret. I used to be into politics, but it's so draining. Yeah. Politics is politics, right? I won my first GAC a couple days ago, 1150 to 360, because they didn't attack. He was a division above. Well, if you're in GAC, you're in the same division. He may have increased his galactic power since the GAC started, but he at least started in the same division as you. Palpatine is 69 years older after every movie. Is Palpatine not the same age as Yoda? No, Yoda's 900. Or at least he was 900 when he died, I guess. Yoda's pretty old. Old dude. You see Grogu, and Grogu's like 6 years old when he's 50. So, whatever that species is, they apparently age very slowly. Good morning from Seattle. Well, hello, Seattle. Seth Morgan. Dexter Morgan from Seattle. As long as you're not Dexter Morgan from Miami, I think we're okay, right? All right, so we got a couple Grand Arenas today. We got maybe a couple account reviews to do. So let's see what we've got going on for that kind of stuff. Let's see. We've got okay. I had somebody say that they were coming in Saturday morning, and we negotiated their review on Saturday morning. So let's see if we could if we can do that. We'll type in an ally code here. So WD40. Are you on at the moment, man? We can do a different account review if that person's not on. Gonna go over to the Discord for just a second and give them a shout and see if they're able to join us. See what we can do over here. All right. Sorry for the silence on stream, but trying to get this stuff all set up. Cincinnati here, Florida. All right. Hello from Germany. Cool. Great. Will Stevens is the account owner here. WD-40. Does anybody know why WD-40, the chemical, is called WD-40? Does anybody know the story? It's actually a pretty interesting story. Interesting story. Let's see if anybody in the chat knows. Hi, I'm from England. Hey, Ryan. Welcome, welcome. We got a good international crowd here then. Got Lobot from Bronzium. Low bloat. Yeah, when you get the Bronzium stuff and it just appears in your account and you don't get the chance whether to unlock it or not, it just shows up. Yeah, you get the free galactic power whether you want it or not. The 40th formula that they tried, water displacement 40th formula. That's right. That's what it is. So the original intent, from what I understand, the government back when they were trying to do intercontinental ballistic missiles and launch spacecraft into outer space, the original rockets had this problem where once they got high enough up in the atmosphere, the metal would oxidize so rapidly from the heat and the velocity, causing a lot of friction, that it would actually cause holes in the rocket and the fuel to leak out, and they couldn't keep consistent trajectories and stuff like that. So they started working on different methods to basically coat the rockets. And WD-40 was actually part of that program. They were trying to make a water displacement chemical, keep the water off the rocket to make sure that it wouldn't rust. And and it did indeed. It was water displacement formula number 40. And they found out that it was good for taking rust off of things after rust was already there. So it got used for a completely different purpose than its original intent. Yeah. All right, so let's take a look at WD-40, the General Echoes of the Fallen Order here. 732,000 galactic power, 285s in ships, 450 in characters. Seems a bit low in ships, but let's see what we get when we get over there. So this is a new account just starting up. We got Geos here, generally 5 stars, 6 stars. We got Ahsoka, Baby Vulture Droid. We got the Houndstooth coming along. Got a bunch of ships unlocked. Not enough focus on fleets, I would say. A lot of different ships and not enough focus. I built this Slave 1 too, and I kind of regret it. It's a good ship, and I remember on my main account playing with the Slave 1 early and being very happy with it. But the second time around here, I've really not had cause to work on it. I've been kind of disappointed by it. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. That's the 4th, 5th. Okay, so we've got enough enough ships to do the challenges. So it looks like we've got everything we need. So the Zeta challenge is unlocked here. That's good. Characters, we got Vader coming along, Geos with the Brood Alpha now, Grandmaster Yoda. Emperor Palpatine is here. We've got the Phoenix. We've got Newt Gunray. This is smart. Grand Admiral Thrawn. And then some miscellaneous stuff down through here. Admiral Piet, 4 stars. So he's getting started. A lot of stuff, though. There's a lot of stuff down here at level 40, 42, 25. So one thing I would say for anybody who's watching this, some of these characters like this you need to work on at the very beginning of the game because you don't have anything else. So now they've given us better characters to work with in that phase. But once you get past that phase, man, a lot of these guys, like the Magna Guard, this First Order TIE Pilot, there's a lot of this stuff that you don't need to level up. We don't need to be working on that stuff. All this stuff in the middle gives you galactic power, and if it's not being used for something, it hurts you more than it helps you. Okay. Got a little bit of an idea what we got here for the account. And if we look at speed, let's just take a quick glance, 221. And this is a very early account. It's probably not been 85 for too long at this rate, 218. So the speed drops off pretty quickly, but you're not going to have that great of mods when you're just barely 85. Okay, let me catch up on chat. Better Geo team than he does, and I can't get past the top 1,000. You must have a really hard shard. Life lessons with Loquitur. I started and had no clue what I was doing. I should have focused more on ships from the start. Yep. I think there's probably a lot of people that end up in that same boat. I'll make a ship analogy. End up in that same ship. That we get going early. But I think where your account is at right now, getting those Geos some more gear will help you. You know, finishing out this Brood Alpha to 7 stars, making that Geo team better, making these ships better. You know, look for these ships out of the shops because you can get them out of the Galactic War Store. You can get them out of the Fleet Shop if you need to. Sunfac has to come out of the Fleet Store. But you know, get these guys up to 7. And then get your 3 pilots, you know, work on them. Also do a little more work on your Tarkin. You know, getting these mods to level 15. And I know credits are just, you never have enough credits to do what you want to do. But it does make a difference getting these mods up to level 15. Everything like that adds something to the ship's stats. So I definitely would focus on fleet because you really have an opportunity for better placement and getting a lot of stuff out of the fleet placement. Squad arena we don't worry about too much. As long as you're in the top 500 and getting something out of there, you're fine. I don't worry too much about squad arena placement. But over here in fleet, that would definitely be my focus on this account. Getting that fleet up and running. And then we've got Vader with Merciless Massacre over here. Emperor Palpatine. For Grand Arena, you want one big offense and one big defense, so you're going to keep working on your Geos. That's a good thing to do. And I would also prioritize this Empire team. You know, get Palpatine going a little bit better, get Thrawn up and running a little better. You will want a tank for that team. I don't know if you want to build a separate tank or just build something you've already got. Let's take a look here. We've got Stormtrooper. I mean, it's a trooper, but yeah. Yeah, let's see. So Vader, Palpatine, Thrawn. You can just go fast and win with that for a long time, right? You don't need a tank for it right away. So you're probably good. Just work on those three characters as your big offensive team. And then in Grand Arena, you can put Geos on defense. You can put the Phoenix on defense. And then you got the Troopers for offense that looks like you're going to work on. And then you got Bosk here. You've got the Kylo Ren on mask, so you can throw him in with your Empire team if you need somebody just to take a hit. Bosk definitely needs some work. So it looks to me like you're working on Hound's Tooth right now. So you've got 5 stars on the Hound's Tooth, and Bosk is just going a little bit. So since you're committed to that already, I would definitely work on the Geos, work on their ships, keep farming this node. But don't start more new teams. You know, where you're at right now, you need to work on the Empire team, the Geo team. You could put more work in on your Jedi team. Definitely, if you want to get these troopers up and running, you need more work on the troopers. So the biggest advice I would give to this account, you know, don't keep starting new stuff. The only new character you're going to want in here is when your Geos get big enough, you're going to want to get Padme, bring up your Padme, because you've already got Anakin and Ahsoka. So you've got stuff for a Padme team already. So I would bring up the Padme, but I wouldn't be starting a lot of new things. What's your opinion on Newt's Zeta? What's the Zeta for Newt? I don't remember. Apparently I don't have a very high opinion of it. Let me look on my main account here real quick, because I don't want to get out of the account review entirely. Let's see. Newt Gunray. All right, so is it this one you're talking about? The extortion is... No, okay. It's Viceroy's Reach. When a Separatist ally inflicts a debuff, they also deal 5% max health damage to that enemy, which can't be evaded. This is a very good skill. So if you're using Newt with a Separatist team, it's a very good skill to have. I've never invested much in my Newt. He's kind of he was an early game character that I worked on a bit, and then I just lost interest in him. So he's at gear 10, and he occasionally makes an appearance on a team, but I've never really invested in him. But if I was going to use him, I definitely would want the Zeta on him. That's a pretty strong Zeta. It's better than you think, especially because he, as a character, right, he puts speed down with this skill. He gives everybody speed down on all enemies, right? So every time he does this, it deals max health damage, and then also with this deals more. So it's pretty good stuff. I do find that I outspeed most of my GAC opponents at this point. That won't last long. If that's the case, it won't last long, my friend. You got to get. Oh, I did just get out of his account. Garbage. You will find that pretty quickly you will run out of. You will run out of that speed advantage. So I always recommend mod refreshes, and this is certainly no difference. So for anybody who doesn't know or hasn't heard me say this before, if you only ever get one energy refresh per day at 50 crystals, that should be regular energy. There's probably enough nodes that you want to farm or gear that you need that your first 50 crystals worth of energy refresh should be on regular energy. For the second energy refresh you do, especially early game, the Cantina refresh for 100 is really one of the highest value refreshes you can get, because you only get 145 energy a day out of Cantina, and that 100 crystals represents almost a full day worth of Cantina energy. And early in the game, if you can get your characters that come from the Cantina just a little bit ahead on stars, if you can free up the Cantina farm so that you can work the Cantina for signal data instead of character shards, those things give you a huge advantage. Plus, when you're farming out of the Cantina, you're also getting Cantina currency for the shop itself. So because of that series of advantages, it makes it so that you really do want the Cantina refresh. So if you only have 150 crystals, do an energy refresh and then a Cantina refresh. And then from there, figure out what to do with the rest of your energy. And, my thing, put a mod refresh in there, make your next thing a mod refresh. Or maybe back to regular energy and then a mod refresh. But don't just go, 3 refreshes on regular energy, 3 refreshes on fleet, and never doing Cantina or mod, because mods get you ahead, and Cantina energy early game is actually the most efficient. Once you get going in the game and you've got the Cantina farm rolling and you're not trying to get characters out of there at the same time you're trying to get signal data, then those refreshes go down in value a little bit. But early in the game, it's character shards, it's Cantina currency for the store itself, and it's getting ahead towards signal data. So lots of stuff there. Okay, let's see. What do we got? I would say I put Storm. Okay, let me catch up on chat over here. Griff is here. Greetings. Nice. How many people are in line for an account review? A lot, like 75. I don't mind, but can we see the outline of your green screen? Not sure if it's been there before or not. My camera is goofy, and sometimes just a very small change in the lighting changes what happens with my green screen. And today it keeps flashing for some reason, and I tried to reset some stuff, and I can't figure out why it's doing that. I got nothing. So I just gotta, you guys are gonna have to live with it today. Sorry about that. Maybe it's the shirt that I'm wearing is too reflective or something. I don't know. All right. That was the first team I made because I wanted to do the credit heist. Yeah, Newt Gunray is great for the credit heist. Absolutely. I'm actually in my new in the new guide that we're working on for the starting guide. We're going to recommend that you get Newt Gunray just for the credit heist. Okay, I take out Droidica and put in Newt. All right, let me see what else. Account ruined, Will. Any advice for the next Zeta? Okay, I'll get to that in a second. All right, either Bastila or Padme. I don't know if you're going to build them up. If not, then Bosk. Okay, so what next Zetas? On this account, I would let's see. Where are you at on troopers? Let's just look at your troopers. Because you either need to do 2 Zetas on the troopers or wait. So we got Veers, we got Piet. If you want to make this trooper a better functional team, then what you can do, you can throw the Zeta on Veers and Piet, make that your next 2 Zetas. But that's only if you're going to work on getting this trooper team up and running and make at least one of these troopers really fast. Your troopers have to go first. If they don't go first, they're not a team. So, I don't know. I'd probably wait on that because you're not in very good shape as far as gear on those guys. I would... Honestly, I would do the Padme event. I would save Zetas. I would do the Padme event, and I would put my next series of Zetas on Padme, Anakin, Ahsoka. And I assume you're going to get General Kenobi unlocked sometime here soon. I would build that as a team. Because you're going to have this Darth Vader team, and honestly, just putting Merciless Massacre on him is enough for a while early in the game. But you need to work on your next big team that's going to kind of pass up the Geos as your arena team. And for you, that the easiest would be Padme. So I would actually save those Zetas. I would keep them in the bank. I would build up the Padme team, Zeta out the Padme team, circle back around for his no escape on Vader, and then I would build the trooper team. And that's your next, 8 Zetas. Yeah, that's what I would do. Newt solos the credit heist at Gear 9 or Gear 10 for me. Yeah, he's good at the credit heist, that's for sure. Newt and Boba pretty much carried the credit heist for me for a long time before I got the rest of the scoundrels up. His skill set's just that good early on. Nice. I assume you can do the credit heist without the Zeta, right? You don't actually need his Zeta to do the credit heist. He can just pretty much roll through it with his base skill set, I assume. I think that's the case. But I haven't actually played him that way in the credit heist, so I don't know. All right. Any other questions, Will, about your account? That's it. Fleet focused. Work on Padme over here, but I would definitely stay focused on the fleet. Work a little bit on the Empire team. Work a lot on the Geos. Work a lot on the Geo ships. Just get that side of it up and running. Tarkin, because Tarkin is needed for your capital ship. So I would favorite out the 3 Geo pilots, the Brood Alpha, this Grand Moff Tarkin, and I would make them the focus. For sure. When you start getting top 20 fleet, that crystal currency you get out of there is just going to blow you away. It's such a big deal. All right, no Zeta required on Newt. Yeah, that's what I thought. Will says his guild is around 30 million. Oh yeah, definitely. You need a better guild, for sure. With the Geos, you can, most guilds will take you if your Geos are on the way. Because that's a good dark side territory battle team. Finish them out to 16-5, get a Wat Tambor shard. That'll help you get a guild. Yes, indeedy. About time to go get yourself recruited. I would target a guild between 150 and 200 that's currently doing dark side GOTB and light side Hoth. That's what I would recommend. All right. I joined a great guild where I'm 35th or something. The guild is full of galactic legends. They did a bot that determined the quality of the roster, and I scored high on the combination of mods and gear. Yeah, so there's a bot out there that does that. It basically takes your characters and it looks at the speed of your roster, the quality of your mods, and basically your galactic power for your top characters versus your total galactic power as a representation of focus. And it gives scores. So if you've got a focused roster and you're not doing dumb stuff with, building a bunch of characters that you don't need, then you'll get good scores on there. I thought it would be a thing. My guild is just slow with all the raids. Yeah. Yeah. No, and a lot of people have a hard time leaving their guild, and I've heard that from quite a few people. Should I leave my guild? And I've been with these guys for a while, and this is a relatively new account, so I don't feel like you're going to have a long-term relationship with them, but it's more of a business decision. You got to think of it that way. You got to move on. You got to do what's right for your account. But the truth is, when you move to a new guild, there's going to be a bunch of new people in the new guild, and you're going to make new friends and, have a new community. So every time I've swapped guilds or done something like that, there's cool people all over the place. And if they're a bunch of jerks, then you just go to a different guild and you find a bunch of cool people. So that's don't be afraid of moving guilds. It's like moving to a different city. A lot of people are afraid to do that. They want to be where they're comfortable, where they've had friends for their whole life, etc. But I'm telling you, you just pack up your bags, you move 1,000 miles to a different city, and you'll make new friends and you'll have new things to do, and it's never a problem. All right. 169 million galactic power in your guild. Yeah, that's a good range for a starting player. Somewhere between 150 and 200. You usually have some serious players. They're usually looking for other people that are going to be good players that get 600 tickets a day. And honestly, if you can get 600 tickets a day and shards in the Geo territory battle, that'll get you into a lot of decent guilds. A lot of decent guilds. All right, let's move on to a question. Let's see, what do we got? We had a question over here that was interesting. We've had some guys talking about hard nodes and how they're farming like 6 or 7 or 8 different hard nodes. And how many hard nodes you farm is all dependent upon how much you're willing to do with the daily refreshes. But yeah, I mean, people say, is it wrong for me to do a bunch of hard nodes because I want all of these characters? And I'll just say it again. There's no right or wrong to most of what happens in this game. But if you're farming up a bunch of characters and you're working on just getting stars for them and not gear, you end up in this situation where you have a whole bunch of characters that are all 7 stars and they're all stuck at gear 9, gear 10. That doesn't help you. Pushing characters from gear 9 through 10 and 11 to gear 12 at least is a big deal. And if you don't do that, or the longer it takes you to do that, I call that building your account wide. So the more characters that you build, that makes your account broader. You get more and more of a roster, more and more characters, as opposed to building it tall, which is where you keep it narrow and you build more and more characters to a higher level and get your relics going. That I think is a better way to build your account in general, is to go higher instead of wider. So farming a lot of different nodes gets you wider. Farming gear gets you higher. And to me, it's a balance, right? You got to keep farming the stuff that you want in your account. Like, I got to farm this Queel because if I ever want to get Emperor Palpatine, the Sith Eternal Emperor, I got to have this TIE Bomber at 6 stars. And it doesn't matter. I've got to farm this node at some point. So because of that kind of stuff, you're always going to have those nodes that you have to farm. but balance it between gear and stars is my advice. Again, if you're doing more hard nodes, but you're willing to do a couple of the 100 energy refreshes, and you can afford to do that, then you're a pay-to-play player. You know, I'm not saying you can't do more stuff like that too if you want to, or buy gear. All right, let's take a look at what we got going on in chat. I do shards one day, gear the next. Well, that's bad for your efficiency, especially on characters like this with one shard drops, or that ship, right? You want to hit that ship every day because you want to be able to extract those in the shortest time possible. I think it's better to balance between gear and hard nodes, but if that's your method, then, you know, that's fine too. All right, boys, we got to get these likes going because we do have a grand arena coming up. There's probably going to be some troopers. They're powered by likes. We don't have quite enough likes going on yet. So if we could get some more likes, that would be phenomenal. I would appreciate it. All right, I do shards with 3 refreshes and then leftover bonus energy for gear. Yeah, three shards, 3 hard nodes, 4 hard nodes is good. I only like to do 2 or 3. Right now I'm stuck on 4 on Loquitur account because I need all 4 of those for what I want to do. So that's, you know, if you go back and look at my videos back around week 19 or so, I had a big debate for like 2 or 3 weeks in a row. I couldn't settle in on what hard nodes I wanted to do. Had to think about it a lot. What if you could get fat and tall at the same time? Then you would just want to be tall and not get fat. That's a good analogy. I like that. I farmed JK8 Bastila, Jolie, Django, and leftover stuff for Mando and gear. Is there an easier place to find a new guild? If you go into our Discord, there's a guild recruitment Discord server linked in there. And there is no easier place to find a guild in the world. I mean, you go on there, you register as a player who's looking for a guild. And not only will you be able to apply for guilds in there and hopefully get what you're looking for, but just by having yourself registered in there, you know, when I did that on my Loquitur account, and I got people sending me personal, you know, DMs in the Discord messages saying, hey, I noticed you were over on that server, you know, are you looking for a guild? So even, you know, beyond your applications, there's hungry guild leaders over there looking for good players that that'll look you up. So that is really a premium resource. You know, the guys that put that together really did an excellent thing for the community. It couldn't be easier. It really couldn't be easier. If you're a good guild, they want you to be on Discord anyway. Absolutely. That's true. Most guilds expect you to be on Discord. And like we said in how to be a good guild member video, you know, don't be invisible. Go on the Discord, and even if it's just to tell a stupid joke every now and then, you know, let your name show up in the Discord. Let them know that you're part of that community. Aiden says, I do nothing, but they let me in. Yeah, I mean, I'm in the guild that Loquitur's in right now. I mean, I'm literally like the 50th account out of 50. I'm by far the weakest character in the guild, player. But when I applied for this guild, they said, hey, we can see that you're building a good account, and we're looking for up and coming players. And as long as you can get your 600 tickets a day and participate in all the events, then we're happy. You know, so that's good. That's what I do. You go into the Geo Republic Offensive, and I think I'm like number 48 or something like that. Yeah, number 50. Like, I have the lowest contribution out of the entire guild because literally all I can do is go in here and deploy my garbage. There's no way I can even complete a wave at this point. But they're not unhappy with me. You know, I've got 600 tickets every day since the day I joined. I got them a Watt Tambor shard every time we do the GOTB. and they expect that my account will grow up into something that's going to be useful for the guild. So they took a chance. All right, let's see. Let's go ahead and get on into this Grand Arena stuff. Been chatting long enough. What do we got for feats over here? We've got offense up. We've got squad battles that we're doing. Okay, undersized squads as always. And then stuff that we can't do down here. Okay. All right, so let's get on over here. Make sure that you got the lightsabers going. We're still short of where we need to be for the troopers. So help me out, guys. Get me some likes for those troopers. All right, so on the prior Grand Arena event, our opponent did indeed try to battle the Geos, and we got one attempt, and we got one attempt on the Padme team. So obviously he took a really good team in here against Padme and wasn't successful. He did take out Kenobi, but he couldn't get through the rest of them. And he took a shot at the Geos, and that's where he stalled out. So 12-20 banners here. We got the win. This week's opponent, again, looks like building Sith Eternal Emperor. Let's look at the stats over here. 600 in characters, 461 in ships. So we're really about the same overall. Close. And we got the TIE Advanced, really built up. Relic Vader, Emperor Shuttle, Relic Emperor. The Houndstooth has a Gear 12 Bosk. We have a full Relic Anakin already in the ETA Starfighter. 7 stars. TIE Bomber at 7 stars. That's scary. This is a scary ship this early in the game with 7 stars. And a full Empire fleet. So, if he puts a fleet on defense, I'm not sure we can kill it. But if he puts his good fleet on defense, then he also won't be able to beat my fleet on defense. So, I think he will have kept all that good stuff for offense. We'll have to see. If we look over here at characters, we got Vader, Palpatine, Thrawn, and Piet all relict. Anakin's relict. I guess it's these are Gear 13s, right? So they're Gear 13, but the relics haven't been improved. But then Vader is Relic 8. So I guess all of our relic materials have gone straight to Vader. That's scary. Relic 8 Vader. 12 relics already? That Vader will beat whoever. Yeah, that Vader is Vader's terrifying. All right, so and for what it's worth, that Vader did scare me. So there we go. Here we've got Enfys Nest. In the Trooper team, we have the Piet, Stark, Veers. Then we have Death Trooper down here, and Snow Trooper. So he's building the very PvP version of that. Death Trooper, Snow Troopers, like a traditional PvP version of the Troopers. So there we go. But like a lot of accounts like this, you've got the Empire team, you've got the Padme team, you've got the Troopers. We've got Enfys Nest over here in pretty good shape. But then past that, it just drops fast. You just run out of steam fast. So we're going to play this guy like we've been playing a lot of our opponents. And we're just going to try to wear him out. So we put our Bounty Hunter team here on defense. He took that out in one hit. We put our Geos back here. He took that out in one hit. I'm guessing probably with that Vader. And then we put the Padme in here. And the Padme held in front of ships. So that's where we're at. Let's see. If I were this guy, I would put Vader in the bottom front wall and put the Great Fleet on defense. If I was this guy, I would definitely keep the Vader on offense. Yeah, it's too good on offense. You basically get a kill for one character, or maybe two at the worst. If I was this guy, I would probably set. Yeah, you got to take the troopers on offense because the AI is terrible. I would put Padme on defense, the Phoenix on defense, and then one mix match, whatever. I would. Yeah, that's what I would do. What I would have done is put the Padme team right here. I would have put the Padme team right here. I still may find the Padme team behind this team, but I would have put Padme in front, this in back. So we've got a Newt team there to deal with. We've got Phoenix over here. My Jedi can deal with these Phoenix. I've got the troopers still and Vader. So the question is, do I Vader this or do I trooper this? So I feel like Vader just walks through this team without even... Why is there one Geo in here? That's weird. Why is there a random Geo spy in this team? It can't be an auto deploy because he's got his good guys on defense. Or on offense, I mean. Why is there a Geo spy in here? Why wouldn't he be with the Geos? What am I missing? I didn't see the Padme team, though. Yeah. All right, so I think we Vader this. We plan to just use Jedi against this team, right? Let me make sure I'm looking at the right team. Yeah, we got Jedi. So we can Jedi the Phoenix. So I think that puts Vader here. And I don't really think we have to do much at all for Vader. Should we sacrifice our Piet again? Do just a Piet Vader and be done with it? Maybe put this guy in just for the fun of it. Just do a little three-man squad like that. Carve through them. That still leaves us 4 troopers for the back. 5 troopers because we got Gideon now, right? So we can actually put Gideon in, and then the stormtrooper if we had. We've got 5 troopers, right? That's good. No, don't pull Piet from the troopers. Vader solo. Yeah, I don't know about Vader solo though. You're gonna spoil Nabokov at this rate. 4 Geos with Enfys Nest. You think 4 Geos with Enfys on the back wall? Nabokov will be upset. Well, what if we do it the other way around, guys? What if we do the troopers here and then just see what's on the back wall to determine how much Vader power we need? We can just go like this, right? And just cut down everything over here. Vader solo is easy for that team. If there is a nest on the back wall, the troopers will struggle with nest. The troopers will struggle with nest. Vader won't. Vader can just call nest out of there. So this is a way to get around if you put nest on the back wall as a defensive character somehow. Let Nabokov have Piet with the troopers. Just Vader Sith Trooper. Gear 10 Nest. Yeah. Yeah, that's fair enough. And I can cut her armor in half with Gideon too, so that yeah, we'll bring her down. Fair enough. All right, so what do we want to do here? Just Vader and the Sith Trooper? You know what? I want easy wins. He's already stopped. All we have to do is win. We don't have to get crazy with banners or do any stuff like that, right? All we have to do is just be smart, and we got it, right? So we'll do this. That's super safe. We'll take the back wall with the troopers. Easy. All right, so first things first, we're going to Merciless Massacre. We're going to target the Wampa. Then we're going to call Dooku. Hit Asajj. All right, good. Easy. Easy wins, boys. Totally overkill. Totally overkill. All right, so it's the Padme team back here. All right. Not too afraid of that Padme team, right? Not too afraid of the Padme team. We got troopers, and then we got the snow trooper or stormtrooper somewhere in here. So Veers will pull assists. Other than that, we're not going to be triggering a lot of Padme. Okay. That seems fine to me. Seems fine to me. Okay. So, power up. I'm not going to take any turn meter from them, like, ever, right? Because Padme. We'll just hit him with a single shot. Oh, dear. That's not good. Not good at all. All right. Got to get back around to that Anakin somehow. Come on, guys. All right. Power up. Now we're going to trigger him. Not good. Not good at all. I guess I should have saved Vader for the back wall after all. Yikes. Okay. All right. Now let's see if Snowtrooper can do some work here. He still doesn't have his AoE. All right. That Padme team's going to hold then. Troopers just died to Padme, yeah. Should have done troopers up here and saved my Vader for the back wall. I suspected Padme would be back there, so that's on me. I should have played that better. Should have played that better. Definitely should have brought in Vader on the back wall. I'm not trying to make Nabokov happy. That's not how this works. Let's see. What do I want to do here? Let's just get Chopper, hit him, get some foresight going. Turn meter for everybody. More turn meter for Yoda. All right. Hit. And then spread buffs. Damage. Stun Kanan. And kill Harrison Dula. Harrison Ford. Okay. All right, so we'll work our way through this, and then assuming that we can take Fleet, we'll have 3 zones to his 2, and that should still be good for a win. Should be. Unless he's got another offensive team in the pocket and he's just sandbagging me. Doesn't seem likely, though. All right. Phoenix out of there, 60 banners. With the new starter characters, are there certain teams you would make around Moff Gideon and Dark Trooper or the Jedi? Yes. That's all coming soon. Moff Gideon is an excellent character. Phenomenal character. Anybody who can build Moff Gideon early game should build Moff Gideon early game. It's an investment that you definitely will not regret. Good stuff. All right, so let's go in against this fleet. Let's check and just make sure. The Bosk is the issue, right? This is the problem that we're going to have. He's got this behind it. As long as I can hit that, we're good. I'm not too worried about this. So we just have to make sure that we kill Anakin first. All right. Let's get in there. You don't trust your Vader enough? I don't trust my Vader enough. I really don't. I have relatively low expectations of him. It's pretty sad. All right, we target Bosk first because we don't want to trigger him to get extra turn meter. And then when we do our mass assist with the spy, then we can get a hold of that Anakin and get him out of there. All right, we got bombs all over us. All kinds of nasty stuff. Yeah, let's just get Plo in here. All right. I think we've got enough damage to power through this Hound's Tooth, but it's gonna be a bit of a slog. Oh, we had days up. Oh boy, I didn't realize that. Okay, so I wasted one of my mass assists because I had days on my guys and wasn't paying attention. All right, all right. Healed up. All right, here we go. What do we got? Let's see. This could help. Maybe. He's got taunt on him, so he'll get killed in a hurry. Okay. Nothing we can do here. All right. Do we want to use our big attack on this Bosk, or do we want to wait a bit? See if we can get around the taunt. He'll have one turn when his taunt is down, I think. Yeah, we'll do it that way. 5 instances of protection up. We can't even get through him a little bit. This is no good. No good. Let's get the taunt back up over here. Just keep working away at him. See if we can get a stun on him. That's good at least. Yeah, boy. I think he's going to time me out here. Okay, let's see. Big hits. If we can keep that Boba Fett alive, that might help us with the something. Oh boy, now he's got his ult. Pretty annoying. All right, there we go. We got something. Now we're back to Bosk. This is where you need the Vulture droid, guys. If I had the Vulture droid, this would be a different type of battle. But we don't have the Vulture droid, so there we go. Let's see. Let's actually taunt on Plo. That's Seismic charge did nothing. Let's wait on that. 7 instances of protection up now. 9. Are any of those ever going to expire? All right, let's get our damage up going. Man. Oof. Can't even dent him. $25 Cairo to take Gideon to... Well, looks like we're stopped, boys. Looks like we're stopped. Can't get around that houndstooth. So I'm going to lose by 2 banners. Lose by 2 banners. Ah, boy. That's a tough loss. Oh, well. Definitely should have done troopers up here and Vader in the back. I think we'd have been fine. Yep. That's a rough one. Hey. Playing against good players, you know? Yeah. Yeah. I even predicted that Padme in the back. I figured that Padme would be in the back. I definitely should have saved the Vader and played the Padme for the back. Yep. Try to kill Padme one more time. What do I have that can kill Padme? I don't even have any gas left in the tank at this point. I mean, that doesn't make a team of any kind. So, no, we're just done. We're just done. Yep. Yep, I did it the wrong way around. Should have done troopers in front, Vader in the back. Should have saved my Piet. Should have just done like Veers, Stark, and the Stormtrooper and just mowed down that opening zone. Then had everything I would have needed for the back. Alrighty. So lessons learned for y'all. If you're doing your own Grand Arena and the similar thing happens, you'll know what to do next time. All right. What else we got going on here? Another account review. I lost also 2 points. Good show nevertheless, and only half the fun in the bag. Yeah, I think I might lose on the main account today too. I don't hold out much hope for the main account. So the problem on my main account is that I'm still building my Sith Eternal Emperor team, right? So I've been working on these characters so that my C team can kill Kylo teams. So this team right here can kill Kylo Ren SLKR teams, no problem. And it can kill, I mean, I don't even need this Scion in here. I mean, I can put some random garbage character in here and still do fine. Like, I don't know, let's just say I put Marauder in or anything. This team has no problem killing the SLKR teams. So I'm ready, right? Like next round of Grand Arena, I'm ready to kill SLKRs. But this character, both the armor and Sith Empire Trooper are not relicked. Neither one of them is relicked for this round of Grand Arena. So that's the matchup that I've got on my main account right now that I've got to figure out here, because he did put his SLKR on defense, and I've got to figure out how to try to beat this and he put the Padme team right here. And I want to triumvirate that, so that's going to take the triumvirate out for here. I need bounty hunters with Moff Gideon down here, so I can't bring Moff Gideon in up here. So it's kind of a mess. Kind of a mess. Got to figure this out. I don't know what I've got that can beat this. So I put Sith Eternal and Watt, and when I just play those two characters with some other random stuff, this usually comes down to SLKR still being alive, and also this white stormtrooper, at least in arena, the way I play it. So that's where I get stuck. You could have undersized the Phoenix. Yeah, I could have. I didn't think I was going to get stuck on ships like that, though. I thought I could power through that Hound's Tooth. I didn't expect the Hound's Tooth to be under the leadership of the Endurance and get all of those extra. The turn that... So Bosk, if you play against Bosk, there's one turn where he loses taunt, and then he doesn't have the skill to get it back up yet. But under the Endurance put the taunt back on him. So he never lost taunt the whole combat. So I couldn't work around him to get to the ships behind him, and I couldn't get through his protection up under the Endurance. So that was a bit of a surprise. I didn't predict that being his defensive fleet. So that was a good play on his part. I had overconfidence that I was going to beat fleet. That's the issue. The issue is that I was so sure that I was going to win fleet that I was casual about the characters, and I paid for it on both sides with a character team I can't beat and also a fleet that I couldn't beat. So there you go. Relic 7 Cup. Yep. So the Relic 7 Cup prevents us from doing Nest. I don't think it's that great of a character, but in this case, if I wanted to go in and do Enfys Nest versus this team, this guy has too much potency, and he's got stuns and dazes, and offense down. So those stuns would stop Enfys Nest from doing what she does. And he gets, I think he has a skill that gives him more potency, right? He gets like a free 30 potency also on his unique. Yeah. So 30 extra potency. So I'm not going to get around his ability to take Nest out of the game. So it's I don't think it's a good character, but it's enough to keep Nest out of this battle. So I probably have to do the mirror match against Padme, Bounty Hunters here, Sith Eternal here, and I'm not going to kill SLKR. So then I got to come back around and find another team to finish. And we did it with clones, but I don't know. Don't know how that's going to work out today. All right, we got another account that we can review here. Pretty sure. Tracked. No player. Player could not be found. Let's try it again. Maybe I typed it in wrong. All right. Dominant. I think he goes by the name of Tracked over in Discord, if that's correct. So let's check and see if that person is here somewhere. Does anyone know? Just checking here. Trying to see what I got going on. All right, I don't see that person online at the moment. Maybe he's in the chat. Check over here and see what we've got. That's me. All right. I'm not tracked here. Okay. Cool. All right. Nice. Good. So we've got the owner of the account in the chat. That's wonderful. Good stuff. 3.4 million galactic power. Woo! Kyber Combatant, Titans of Chaos. 2.0 in characters, 1.4 in ships. That seems like a reasonable split. Pretty good. Number 2 in fleet with this negotiator fleet with the BTLB Y-Wing. Is this Rex? Rex is Arc 70. Yeah, Arc 170. And Anakin, of course. So if we look at the ships, we got Vader. We've got the typical Galactic Republic ships you'd expect to be relict. Here's Plo. We got some Geos. We got BTLB. We've got a little bit of Rebels with the Ghost and Phantom. Let's see if we got more of those. The TIE Bomber down here is only at 4 stars. That could be better. So I'm guessing we have a negotiator fleet, and then we probably use Geos under the Executrix as a second fleet. I'm guessing as a defensive fleet, because I don't see anything else that's that good. Maybe we bring the TIE Bomber in as a reinforcement under the Executrix. That would be a pretty interesting move. Geos and then bring in the TIE Bomber over the top. Okay, and then you got Rebels as a cleanup fleet somewhere in there. We do have the Chimera, though. Malevolence, I assume we're working on the Malevolence now that we got the Negotiator 7 stars. So that's probably what he's doing. If that's the case, if you're working on Malevolence next, you need to get that Vulture droid and Hyena Bomber going. The Vulture and the Hyena Bomber really make or break that fleet. Geos under Thrawn. That makes sense. Yeah. You do the Geos under Thrawn. Okay. Then let's look over here at characters. Don't see a Galactic Legend yet, but we've got General Skywalker. We've got Darth Malak. We've got Separatist droids, all kinds of stuff. Padme, Vader, Revans. Okay. And Commander Luke is over here. Can be relict at some point. We do have the Sith Empire Trooper at relic level for the Darth Revan team, I guess. All right. We got a nest down here. Gear 11. Okay. And then stuff. Stuff at the bottom. So what do we got for mods over here? Ooh, that's a lot of mods that are almost done. Look at that, purple and gold everywhere. Crazy stuff. 20 speed offense, crit damage with 16 speed, 13 speed with flat offense. That's pretty good. That's not bad. 3 hits in flat offense. Speed, offense, percent. Oh my goodness, look at that. 6.7% offense as a secondary stat. Man. Woo! This boy's got some damage. Look at this thing. Look at this. Oh man, if you're not jealous of that, you should be. You should be jealous of that. That's that character. Look at this. 90,000 protection, decent speed, tons of critical damage, tons and tons and tons of offense. Yikes. Terrifying character here. All right, that's good. Let's see how fast our buddy Revan is. 339. That's a fast Revan. Let's see, Vader. 261 on speed, critical damage, potency at 100, damage at 7,100. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. Crit chance at 63. So you'll have a potency cross, and you'll have a crit damage triangle. With speed and health, so we're just going fast and we're hitting hard. Yeah, it's not like a Galactic Legend counter type of Vader, but it's definitely a hard-hitting Vader. Good mods. Looks like the people in chat are suitably impressed. 260 speed on the Brood Alpha. Bunches of health and protection. How are we doing on tenacity? Brood Alpha benefits from tenacity. So for somebody with an account that's built up like this, we might want to take a look at tenacity set or two on this character. He gets a bunch of tenacity from something. Right here, 60% tenacity. So if you build his task, even if you only get his tenacity to like 100, 120, with that extra 60, he will never get debuffed. And especially against like a Vader counter, or in certain areas of the game where you're playing him PvE, the debuffs really hurt. And if he gets ability blocks on him, it hurts a lot. So eventually you want your Brood Alpha to probably be speed and tenacity. Or if you have mixed sets, you want to at least get like a tenacity set with a tenacity cross in there. And, just some. It's usually good enough. That gas reminds me of Minsk from BG. You point, I punch. First time we won't hear more speed sets. 40k power gas, the most powerful gas I've ever seen. Yeah, that is that's a heck of a character right there. The kind of character you got to go in and spin every now and then, right? Just got to go in and spin him. All right, I don't know about the speed comment though. Let's see. Let's see how long this good speed stays. 305. So his top row is all 300 or more. That's good. All right, so if we're looking to this account, obviously player knows what he's doing. It's a pretty focused account, right? We've got relics up top. We've got stuff in the middle that's been worked on or that was a requirement for one of the other things that he's got. And then pretty quickly after that, it kind of drops off and we're not wasting, a bunch on other characters, right? We've got a bunch of level 1 stuff that's not invested in. So the focus on the account is good. The teams that are being built make sense. We've got light side, dark side teams, probably, doing max box on conquest, etc. The next thing's got to be a galactic legend, though, right? So I think if you're looking for advice, that's what I would say. Your next move on this account really needs to be a galactic legend. We've got Veers, Tarkin, Sith Marauder, Emperor Palpatine. So I'm guessing that Sith Eternal is somewhere in the cards for this account, because we're already working that way. Maybe there's a Sidious down here. Yeah, so for sure. If you've got a Gear 12 Sidious, then for sure you're going for C. All right, that makes sense. So we're going to build up Sith Eternal Emperor. All right. Build that nest. I'm a big fan of building this nest. And then after that, I would go straight into your second galactic legend. I would do Sith Eternal Emperor, and then I would do either SLKR or Rey. I would do one right after the other. With as much as you've spent on these guys, do we have Wampa and Hermit Yoda? I'm guessing we don't have Wampa and Hermit Yoda. There's no Wampa. And no Hermit Yoda. So we're probably a long way off from being able to go for Jedi Master Luke. So I would say those are your options. Go straight from that Sith Eternal Emperor and then take a look at Rey or SLKR. All right, let's go back over here, catch up with chat. Relic 8 gas makes me happy. Oh, Tim Kirkfleet, TK. Oh, hey man. Cool. I didn't make that connection. I'm glad you said that. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Probably 2 months on the sea. What about Jedi Master Kenobi? Spin that gas again. So Nest or CLS? It depends on what you want. I mean, if you want another team, if you want another team somewhere in here that's doing stuff, then build your Rebel team. If you want just a single character that can do stuff for you in Grand Arena, then you build up your Nest, and she's a solo character for Grand Arena. So that's why I like her for. She doesn't really add anything to any of your teams. If you get Galactic Legend Rey, you can put Nest in the GL Rey team, and she can be a nasty little addition to that team, because even if they bring in stuff to kill your Rey, they still might time out against Nest if they don't manage that properly. So Nest can be a good character, but she's a standalone character, right? So if you want the team, build the Rebels. Otherwise, build Nest. Build C. And then because you've already got enough fleet stuff going on, I would look at using the crystals. And as soon as, figure out if you want SLKR or Galactic Legend Rey, and either buy the Radis or buy the finalizer with crystals from your fleet placement. I wouldn't build another fleet. Well, I guess you're actually getting close to where you need another fleet. Yeah, you'll have to make that decision for yourself. We have bounty hunters already going on in here. Bounty hunter here. Bounty hunter here. And then Bosk, of course. So I guess all we need is the IG-2000 to qualify for this event with the finalizer. So yeah, I guess you could build the finalizer fleet if you want it. All right, let me see. What do we got going on over here? 155 Wampa shards and 43 Hermit Yoda shards. Yeah, it's yeah, it's still a ways off for you then to get 7 stars on those 2 characters for JML. So see you later. See you later, Mr. Kirkfleet. Have fun. All right, so that was interesting account. Not a whole lot to talk about, like I said, from a baseline standpoint, good focus, good characters, good teams. Just keep working in the direction you're working. And watch that ship bloat. Don't blow up the ship stuff. All right, let's enter this Grand Arena. We got a win against Mitzpitlik in the last round. Full clear on both sides. 20-50 for him, 21-11 for me. So we just edged him out a little bit on banners. And I think my Mon Mothma team got a hold again, if I remember correctly. Let me take a look here. So SLKR got a hold. And then the Mon Mothma team got a hold on the back wall. So that's good. Then in today's matchup, we've got Alvar Kelling. Stats, 5.4 million galactic power, 2.3 in ships, 3.1 in characters. So we're fairly evenly matched, but he definitely has more characters than I do. In terms of fleet, we got what you would expect to see. We got Vader ship, we got First Order fleet, we got Anakin. Capital ships, we've got the Negotiator, Finalizer, started on the Radis, but we're going to have, I'm expecting Negotiator and possibly either the Executrix or Home 1 fleet on defense, maybe Chimera, and then he'll keep the Finalizer, maybe the Finalizer and, oh, I'm sorry, Home 1's not even built up. So it'll be Negotiator and probably Chimera on defense. He's working toward that Malevolence, though. I can see that he's got the Separatist ships going. In his characters, we've got Sith Eternal Emperor and Supreme Leader Kylo Ren. We do have Gas at Relic 7. Darth Revan, Vader, JTR, Malik. Tons of good stuff. Padme. What else we got here? Relics for days. Days and days. Luckily, his clones aren't all Relic 7 too, so at least there's some small ray of sunshine in the roster. All right, let me go. One more question. I can't do hard node conquest because I don't have 4 million galactic power. I've debated whether to bloat myself with ship GP just so I can do that. What are your thoughts? How important is Grand Arena to you? Because with the changes that are coming up, galactic power remains important. So once you get high enough in the current system, you're not too worried about your galactic power anymore. But with the changes that they're bringing to the system, at 3 million galactic power, you're going to be pushed all the way down to like Division 8 or 9. I'm sorry, 7 or 8 again. And then you're going to have to manage your galactic power. So if you like Grand Arena, if that's an important game mode to you, I definitely would not blow out my galactic power trying to get to the next tier of conquest. But if you build that galactic legend and you build the fleet that goes along with it, if you build C and then you start building a first order fleet, you'll already be at 4 million. I mean, your galactic power really goes up fast when you start working on the galactic legend stuff, for sure. So I've been doing guild search this whole time. Is it worth spending currency on Rolo later to get into a better guild now? If you get into a guild that's doing, I don't know, 7 stars or whatever on light side GOTB, and you're never going to do Hoth, yeah, take that guild. That's a step up from where you just skip the light side Hoth. You won't be able to participate in it very much, but yeah, I mean, if there's a guild that's doing light side Hoth light side Geo that'll take you, sure, jump on in. That's like, getting your paycheck with an extra $100 in it. All right, so we looked at what he had on defense here already. He's got the Padme team, the SLKR, and the gas. And then over here, he's got the Grievous team and the leftover First Order. This we can do with Jedi Knight Revan. This we can do with something. We'll figure this out. Troopers, something, whatever. You can always buy Rolo later with Get 2, says Griff. Yeah. It doesn't hurt you when you're very low. Let's say if you're under 1 million galactic power and you spend some time in a guild that's doing light side Hoth for 2 or 3 cycles, it helps you practice the territory battles. It gets you some Rolo shards. It's not a bad thing to do. If you can skip that and go straight to a guild that's doing light side GOTB, then that's fine too. All right. So what are we going to do? This is the debate. I think we got a Padme against Padme here, do the mirror match. Here we're going to do our bounty hunter team. Here we're going to do C. So maybe we just leave that stuff for a minute and just come over here and do the JKR here. Get this Grand Arena underway. And then we can circle back around and have a look at what we want to do with those big teams up top. All right, let's send Yoda over. And let's hit like this. And then let's just get turn meter again. All right, let's see. What do we want to do here? See if we can get this B2 taken out. Let's go ahead and mark him. That was unimpressive right there. All right, let's send Yoda in again. Let's send Yoda in again. All right, there we go. Now we get back, got to get back around to Bastila so that we can try to get rid of the stuff on this droideka. All right, Savior is gone. Bastila used up our Savior. Now Hermit Yoda's taking the beats. Let's get these buffs moved around here. He's marked. I don't have a choice what to do here. All right, we're going to pass this around to little Hermit Yoda. If we can target him back there. All right, now he's marked. Get over here. Let's just jump in. Oh, I could have done that assist move. I wasn't paying attention. Let's get Yoda going again, and then we'll do that assist move after all. Take that out, take our hit. All right, now we don't want to kill him yet. Don't kill him yet. Spread some buffs around. Bring our little Yoda back to life. Stun him. Don't kill him. All right, now we can swing this back around and get some banners back. All right, get banners back. Get banners back. 56. I never knew you could trade her stuff for guild currency. Yeah, I got what. So for anybody who doesn't know what we're talking about with the Rolo shards, when you do Hoth light side territory battle, there's a special mission that you can get Rebel Officer Leia Organa shards. If you don't get them that way, she is a requirement for the JML Galactic Legend. And if you want to get him later and you've never gotten those Rebel Officer Leia Organa shards, then you either have to purchase them with your guild event tokens, or you have to, wait 8 years while you get her out of the galactic bounties or something like that. So it's not bad to collect a few of her shards while you're at a low level. All right, what are we going to do against this leftover team here? The Remnants. The First Order Remnant team. Does Nest kill this? What does this team do against Nest? There's some stuns here, right? We got a stun on him. What's his potency? 69%. This is a stun, right? Inflict offense down. Double tap. Attack again. Is it this guy? Impressive burst. Stun the enemy target for 2 turns. Does have some potency there. I don't know. Does Nest kill this? I'm not sure if she does. I'm not sure if she does. Are you guys willing to experiment? Do you want to experiment right here and see if Nest can take out First Order? Fox can stack damage and kill Nest. Kill him first and you should be okay. Okay. Well, let's do that then. Let's put Nest in here and see if we can take out these First Order. See if we can do it. Going good so far. Oh, man. Come on. Kira was staying alive. And then you had to go and do that. There's no taunts on this team, right? So, I mean, at least I'm not... I don't have to worry about taunt. He got life back when I hit him. That was weird. I guess he got life back because he started his turn right after I got done with mine, and he had... I should have removed his buffs, though, right? Alright, this is weird. I don't know what's going on. What is going on? Alright, come on. Get him. Get him, get him, get him. There we go. No more stacking health for you. Alright, and then Phasma, last woman standing. Good, good to go. Good to go. Alright, what do we got in the back here? Geos and bounty hunters. Geos. We got stuff against Geos. We got stuff against bounty hunters. So I'm not too worried about that. Alright, let's come in here with the mirror match. And I'm going to leave Barriss in there just to try to get a few more triggers onto Anakin. That way. What's... Something's not right here. Why is my Anakin ahead of my Ahsoka? I'm not paying attention to that. Reset my team somewhere and wasn't paying attention. Alright, make sure this is right. Ahsoka, Anakin. Yeah, okay. There we go. Let's get in there and see what we can do for this. And I'm sure people are going to be yelling at me because I'm not going to do all the big area effect stuff first and, and all that. Alright, he did his. Now I can do mine. Alright. Let's see if we get a big hit on Anakin. That was a pretty big hit. Not just quite big enough yet. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, we're just going to kick him. We're just going to make sure that the deed gets done. Whiff. Take his buffs away. All right, let's clear that stun off Padme. Still don't need to do her buffs yet. Just keep hitting Kenobi for now. All right. Let's see. Now we're going to do this. Get his buffs gone. Let's see. We've got 10 stacks. That might be enough to kill him. All right, that's good. All right, let's hit. And then let's do a big hit on Cup. Let's kick Padme. Finish out. 55 banners. Seeing Cup cracks me up. Yeah. All right. Now, this is going to be dicey. We're very close on speed with these two teams. So, it's closer than I would like between my Mando and his Rex. But the way I calculate it, we've actually got 2 speed above where we need to be so that he doesn't get to take a turn. So let's see if we make this work. Take turn meter. All right. Cut up his armor. Let's see. Taunt first. Mass assist. Duck. Stun. Mass assist. Why did the contract... Oh, the contract did come up. Woo! I didn't see the contract come up there for a second. I was about to panic. All right, 5s. Let's see what we want to do. Let's go ahead and taunt. Get back some life first. Okay. All right, all right. These counterattacks are going to set off 5s if we're not careful. Big shot on him. That wasn't a very big shot. See if we can stun him. Get back health and protection. Just put the beat down on 5s here. Come on. Mass assist. Keep working on 5s. I'm not actually going to use my disintegrate at this point. Rex has got to be close to a Rexolate. We might lose Bosk here. Nope. We don't lose Bosk. That's good. Disintegrate him for effect. 59 banners. Good. Good. Easy stuff. Now we have the not so easy stuff. So what are we going to do here? That's the question. I feel like we need to do this Triumvirate and Wat Tambor. I think that's my best chance of getting something done here. And I feel like this still is going to leave the it's going to leave SLKR. I just don't think my Sith Eternal, without the armor putting the Beskar on him, can win. This makes me want to farm Aura Sing. Yeah, it's pretty good, right? It's good stuff. What do we think of this, guys? Is this going to take out SLKR or not? Or should I just save Triumvirate for the back wall? Put in Armorer? So against an SLKR team, SLKR goes first. And he does his big stab and stuns somebody. Hux has plus 25% turn meter because of the mechanics and the way it works with the first time that he gets advantage. He gets 25% turn meter, so he's going at like 370 speed. He refreshes Sith Eternal. Sith Eternal immediately SLKR immediately does the big area effect. That area effect kills my Armorer at gear 12. So if I put the armor in here, she's dead immediately. At relic level, she'll survive that sweep. But at gear 12, she dies to that second ability from SLKR. So putting armor in here does nothing. It doesn't help. Why not the Phoenix team? Darth Vader's putting links. If that link is supposed to help me, Vader, I can't use links while I'm on stream. There's an example of C versus SLKR, but it's really up to you. What's in it, man? Tell me what's in it. Help me out. Well, maybe I can click on it and see something and talk to the chat at the same time. I don't know. I hope this doesn't mess things up. Nah, the link isn't working for me. Link is not working for me. All right. Did that mess up my stream? Boy, I hope it didn't mess up my stream. See, Vader, Thrawn, Set, Wat. Yeah, my set is also not relicked for this. So I don't have a relict armor and also don't have a relict set tank. If I had the tank, then I wouldn't need this. Do you have Thrawn? Yes, I have Thrawn. I have Thrawn. The problem is, let's say I go Thrawn and Vader, right? I mean, that might kill it. That might very well kill it. But I've got to have Scion in here to take the initial bump, because without Scion, I don't have a tank that can take that first set of hits. And Wat Tambor is going to die to the sweep also, so I only get one thing. I don't get to put weapon tech on Vader and also tank tech on Sith Eternal, because Wat's going to be dead. It's just designed to fracture SLKR. How can you fracture SLKR with that? See, Vader, Thrawn, Set, Watt. Against 2 taunts, how do you fracture SLKR past 2 taunts? I don't see anything on this team that's going to get me past 2 taunts. Vader's not going to do it. I mean, your team has Set instead of Scion. It's minus 50% speed when you fracture a Galactic Legend, yeah. I think we're just going to do Triumvirate in here and then circle back around with the Vader team. We've got Palpatine, Vader, Thrawn. I could do Troopers. I've never tried Troopers against just a solo SLKR. You know, maybe there's something I could do there. Maybe. I don't know. Be hard, but maybe we could give this a try and see how it works. This team did weapon tech on Vader. Tank tech never got on C, and Watt died. The video was against a single taunt, but I don't think it works against the double tank. Yeah, I don't see it working against the double tank. This team is literally just to waste time until Sith Eternal gets his ult up. And then with the ult, I can kill the whole team, and then we'll just have SLKR to deal with at that point. That's the whole point of this team, is to get me down to where I'm just fighting SLKR. So I think I'm gonna well, Vader, I don't need a counter for next time, because by the next time I'm in Grand Arena, I'll have my set at Relic, and I'll have my armor at Relic, and I'll be able to use that team. So we could talk. We can definitely talk offline. But that's the counter that I plan to use in SLKR. I just didn't have the characters relicked for it yet. All right, let's do tank tech on C just to get that out of the way right away. We'll link him, and we'll link it up with the Labsta so that we don't get critical hits. That lets us last just a little bit longer. All right, there's the Scion. There's the move. There's the sweep. Exactly as predicted. All right, we'll do that. And we'll see if we can last just a tiny bit of time here. All right, and then let's just start spreading around these deceives. Man, these characters just don't last at all. They're here for, you know, a second and then gone. All right, jump in. Just keep spreading deceives. You just got to last a little longer, Sith Eternal. We're going to do this to get some life back, or protection back, I mean. Take a big hit there. All right, all right. Stop hitting me. Stop hitting me. That's about enough with the hitting me business. Oh! There's that. Oh, man. Okay, well. That's the part where I needed to do the ult on C and would have been okay. Yep. Thinking that might be a hold. We can get in there with the Vader team now, but they got turn meter. Yeah. Yeah, I just needed to go just a teeny tiny bit faster than that, and I'd have been okay. All right, well, we're going to try. We're going to give it another try here. We're going to see what we can do with this team. Always short on tanks. Never seem to have enough tanks to do what we need to do. You know what we could do, though? We could do that. And I think that lasts through a couple hits anyway. Lasts through a couple hits. No, she just takes one hit, right? Yeah. Need to get these guys up and going as well. So we've got troopers and we've got clones against the back wall if this doesn't work. All right. Oh boy. Throwing down. Okay. There we go. Who killed Thrawn? You know what? We're going to try to resurrect him just to see if he's there. All right, we can do this first with Palpatine lead. Merciless Massacre. Try to call this guy right away. And then let's just start tapping everybody. Tap on him, tap on him. We'll do that over there. And then see if we can call him. Alright. So if we had managed to maintain that Thrawn somehow, this would be a lot less horrible. Okay. Now I think we don't make it much past here. Alright, though. Alright, though. Got some characters dead that at least makes me feel a little bit better. Alright, let's go back here and figure out what we're going to do to clean this up. Troopers here. Clones here. If we want to save our clones and take one more shot at that SLKR, what do we have down here that can work? What beats Geos that isn't clones, isn't troopers? So if I do the troopers here, let's do the troopers here and then figure out how to beat Geos. Alright, Veers. Let's see, who else do we want? Shore Trooper and Range Trooper. Alright, let's get in there and take out some bounty hunters. Let's put it on shore. Should you not basic the marks away and then use the special to gain an additional turn you would not have otherwise? What? Alright, let's kill Mando. For real. And then let's kill Jango Fett. Area effects. And then we just gotta finish off Bosk. Good. No problem. Basic the marks away and then use his special to gain an additional turn. Oh yeah, you're right. I could have yeah, I could have gotten one more turn out of it if I'd have saved the Force Crush and used the Force Crush as my last turn after. Yep, that's correct. That would be correct. Alright, so what do we even have that we could use against these Geos? We've got clones. But if I want to save the clones for the front, and clones aren't really that good against Geos anyway. Alright, what if I just took in a team that was like all the leftover relics that aren't that good? Can that team kill Geos? That's the question. Oh, man. I want to try it. I want to try just a random team of relic characters. See how much damage I can do to these Geos. And see if we can get a win. What do we want to do here? Let's go ahead and just cut up the armor on this brute. Stagger some Geos. Get the staggers taken off. They're after Krennic. Look at that. Look how much threat Krennic has. He's scary. Alright. This is not working. Not even close yet. Alright. I don't know if Kylo can do this on his own. Come on, Han. Get him. Get him, Han. Keep working him. Come on, Kylo. Counterattack, Han. Counterattack. 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 No, come on, Han. Yeah, once they've got me on ability block, then I'm pretty much done with this character. Right? Oh, man. What can we do here? What can we do here? Not much. Alright, I feel like I should have just let it time out a minute ago. We're just making it worse at this point now, right? Just making it worse. Alright, I'm worsening my case. I shouldn't be messing around because I'm probably going to lose this Grand Arena now because I dropped that battle on G. I'm not thinking clearly today, guys. Yeah, because now if I drop that battle on the Geos, then he's going to have the advantage on me for the whole Grand Arena. All right, let's just get on in there and see what we can do with these clone troopers. Mass assist. Working. All right. Power up. Fives, man. Where'd you go? What happened? All right. Now we should be getting some big hits on these Geos. Here we go. Here we go. Just got to get around to that Brute Alpha with the Rex. Just keep taking clone turns. Come on. Keep taking... Oh, here comes the spy. All right. We got to get this Brute Alpha out of here. Yeah, we're just going to do this. Get things under control. Yikes. All right. 33 banners. Ugly stuff. Ugly, ugly. So we got a 2-zone clear. There's not much we can do against this Kylo up here. The only good news is that he really used up a lot of his teams on defense. So if we can get a hold somewhere in here on offense, then, you know, we got a chance. Not much of one, but small chance. We got a small chance. 33 is better than 0. Yeah, I know. Getting the zone cleared is important. Really important to get the zone cleared. Yeah, I think if we'd have gotten that ult off on Sith Eternal, we would have been good. We would have been good. Because, yeah, if I go over here to Squad Arena and I just pick somebody, this person is a very, very tough opponent. Now that I've got the relic armor, the relic set, we can just go, you know, watch how this works for anybody who's interested. So he'll hit the Sith Empire Trooper first. And I put in Krennic just because I'm trying to practice this for Grand Arena, how it's actually going to work. And there's a lot of good characters that I can put in here, but they're on other teams. So I need like some kind of garbage character. And Krennic has some kind of huge priority. I don't understand why, but they really like to attack Krennic. All right, so that keeps my armor alive, which keeps the armor on Sith Eternal. And then from here, it goes just like what we saw a moment ago in the Grand Arena. He's going to kill everybody on my squad. But now with these counterattacks, the spread and deception, the ult is going to go off a lot faster. And then once the ult goes off, I'm getting enough health and protection and everything back that it's no problem. All right, we're just going to keep working our ultimate. Now we've got the ult. And then we nuke everybody, and it usually leaves this white trooper, stormtrooper, plus the SLKR. Those counterattacks are really a big deal. So then we do that. And then we just, you know, finish it out like this. And he's got enough damage that he's able to kill. Keeps the shocks on both of these guys. And that's it. So once we get back into our next round of Grand Arena, if I push this button right now, I win, right? That's game over right there. And it's low banners, but that's SLKR dead, and that's 170,000. You know, one of the highest level SLKR teams on my server. So we got that under control for next time. Next time, not this time, but next time. All right, catch up on chat over here. I'm new, but that's generally how I utilize my Vader. Father and son, the Geos. Yeah, that was not a good showing this time. Stacking defense might be able to pull it off. No one can win them all. Yeah. Hey, Loquitur, what do you do for a hangover? Well, that's a horrible question. So I guess I'll just share with everybody on the stream. I don't drink. I never have in my entire life. I've never been drunk. I've never had a hangover. I don't know what it's like. And with any willpower, I probably never will. It's not that I have anything against alcohol or religious beliefs or anything crazy. It's just that I had seen some people in my family with problems with alcoholism, and when you have obsessive behavior and you try to be good at everything you do, you think to yourself, well, if I start drinking, I'll probably try to be good at it, so I better just not do that. But I understand that a lot of water, a lot of hydration, drink a lot, have some tomato juice, maybe that'll help. But I got nothing for good advice in that category. Sorry, man. Vader says, I don't know about you, but I want another conquest. I need relic material. Yeah. Do you watch Kiowa? He always comes up with good counters. Yeah. Aiden, Aiden doesn't drink either. That's cool. Griff says Pedialyte. Pedialyte's good stuff. That's very good. Gatorade, rehydrate. Vader says, Griff, aren't you like 12? That's funny. All right. Well, I think we've done a couple of count reviews. We've talked about some stuff. Wasn't a whole lot of questions for me over in the Discord to answer today. So I'm probably just going to end the stream here for the day. Galactic disappointment on our Grand Arenas. Be interesting to see how we come out on this main account. He's really used up a lot of his stuff on defense. So there is a pretty good chance that on offense he might falter a little bit. But we'll see. We'll see how it all shakes out. Thank you all for watching. If you haven't used the like button on your way out, smash that like saber. It helps me. It helps the channel. I appreciate it. Join the Discord if you're not over there already. Thank you all, and I'll see you in the next holiday.